Caitlin, Cheryl Miller, and Sue Bird here. Wow, what an incredible game. What did it take for your team to get over the hump in the end there?
Man, well, we found a way to make it really hard. So I guess give us credit for persevering through that and, just finding a way to win. But, man, the end of the game was fun. It was exciting. And you got to give them credit. They really battled. They kept fighting. And it just speaks to their team and the group that they have. Obviously Kiki goes down and just next man up. And, we had, I think, 14 or 12-point lead at halftime. And they never went away. They kept battling and battling. And like you guys said earlier, they shot the ball really well. We were rotating off people. We were reading, and then they made us pay when we would rotate. So got to give them credit, but we made plays down the stretch to get the win.
Hey, Caitlin, it's Sue. Speaking of making plays down the stretch, we were just talking a little bit about the missed free throws. We're going to skip over that.
Oh,
but
no,
I
that
am
was terrible.
curious.
That's not okay, Sue.
I am curious. That happens in the moment. You have to go back on defense. You guys create a steal. Now you get the ball back. So that redemption moment, like how are you able to stay focused? You were able to find your teammate, AB, on the run for a layup. How do you stay focused even though you had a little bit of a disappointing moment with the free throws?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just next play. Like, there's still 35 on the game clock, and, we know we're definitely going to get the ball back. So I think just one stop, and I think it was a 1-point game at that point. So, and then got the run-out layup and kind of made a dig and then made Shakira. I don't know if she got the shot off or just turned it over, but just keep fighting. Like, 35 seconds is a lot of time. That's in basketball. It's a lot of time left, especially with the amount of timeouts and resets we have now. So, just kept fighting, and then obviously – we make the layup, we come down and foul, and then I go to the free throw line and miss. And then we drop a play. But those are plays we work on literally every single day in practice. So it was a great pass by Sophie. She's been great in late game situations, especially side outs, and she made a great pass.
Caitlin.
Welcome everybody to the Sports Culture, all things sports. It's Jay Banfo, and we all talk about Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. But before we get into that, like, comment, share, subscribe, and thanks for your support. So first of all, I want to apologize to the audience because I haven't been dropping that much content in the last week, but I have a very good reason. I was at my best friend's wedding in Nigeria, and it was an amazing experience to not only be in Nigeria for the first time in my life, but to be included in such a beautiful wedding. But I'm back home in the States, and I'm ready to drop more content. So let's start with Caitlin Clark. Right now, there are entirely two different versions of Caitlin Clark that exist in the sports ecosystem. The first version lives on your timeline, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter. It's the version where every missed shot is proof she can't handle the pressure, every defensive lapse is a national crisis, and every bad shooting night is dissected by a panel of talking heads, like it's a political debate. It's really that bad, and it makes her, by a long shot, the most scrutinized athlete in professional sports today. Then you have version 2, and that's the version we saw in the final 4 seconds of last night's crazy basketball game. Yes, the NBA Finals was on, but I'm talking about the Indiana Fever versus Washington Mystics game, in which Caitlin Clark showed why she will always be must-see TV. The Fever were facing a terrible road loss to the Mystics, but Caitlin Clark caught a cross-court inbound pass, which her defender gambled and missed, and stepped into a cold-blooded 32-foot signature logo 3 to win the game for the Fever, 78-76. So in this video, I'm going to break down everything Caitlin Clark, good, the bad, and the ugly. So with Caitlin Clark, it's just the fact that no matter what she says or does, the NBA community will break it down to the bare minimum. Every expression, every non-expression, every argument, every smile has been put through a microscope. Now, this has gone on for her entire WNBA career so far, but this season just feels different. I'm talking about both sides of the court. I'm talking to Caitlin Clark haters and her defenders. Now, myself, I'm a huge Caitlin Clark fan. I've made positive and negative videos on her, so I'm not dismissing my role in what's going on with her. But to say the discourse has been fair and balanced, that would be a lie. It's been crazy to see, and it's something we can't ignore. In only her 3rd year in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark has moved the conversation surrounding the entire league in a direction nobody saw coming. New eyeballs came to the league, and to be honest, a lot of people in the league were not ready. Now, they should have been because of what she was able to do at the University of Iowa, but that just goes to show how the WNBA works. They just have no foresight. You promote the best thing to happen to the league at all times. But the league wanted to treat Caitlin like any other good WNBA player, and that's just a bad approach. The NBA has always leaned into the stars, whether it was Bird, Magic, Jordan, or LeBron. The NBA knows how to sell a product. It's the complete opposite for the WNBA, and it hurts everything surrounding the league. Now, let's talk about the narrative entering the matchup against the Washington Mystics. The Fever were hovering around the 500 mark. The internal basketball talk was dominated by offensive system friction, coaching choices, and spacing issues. Now, to be fair, I think all of those issues are a problem. The offense the Fever run is very elementary, and it does not play to Caitlin Clark's strengths. Everybody knows Caitlin, she wants to run and gun. She needs the ball in her hands to be effective, and that's always going to be her superpowers. And the offense she's in now is a slow down motion offense that takes the ball out of her hands. It's boring and it makes the team predictable on offense. I think that's why you've seen Caitlin more frustrated on the court. She's being handcuffed. And that showed last night. It wasn't a pretty performance by Caitlin and the Fever. This was a classic grind it out type of game. Now, early on, things looked completely under control. Caitlin came out firing, dropping 10 points in the first quarter alone, helping anchor a dominant first half that saw Indiana build a comfortable lead. But that just didn't last long. The Mystics adjusted and made a comeback and actually took the lead late in the fourth quarter. And that's where things got a bit crazy. Caitlin Clark missed two critical late game free throws, and at that point, you could only imagine what the talk was going to be about. She's not clutch, she choked under pressure. I keep telling y'all she's overrated. It was going to happen. However, Caitlin showed why she's so polarizing. After the Mystics took the lead late, Caitlin caught the ball from Sophie Cunningham. She was calm, collected herself, didn't panic, and hit the game-winning three-point shot. It was amazing to see. The arena erupted, and the Fever went on to defeat the Mystics 78-76. Caitlin Clark finished the game with 19 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Looking at the stats, it won't go down as one of her best games in her young career. She struggled with fouls, turned the ball over, and missed those clutch free throws that are very uncharacteristic of her. But that's just what makes her a superstar. She hit the game with a shot. Under the heaviest of spotlights in basketball, Caitlin reminded everyone that no matter how much noise surrounds her on the outside, when it's time to call game, she's exactly who she thinks she is. Now, with that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.